Major George Daviett is left by his wife Anne due to their growing estrangement and her knowledge that he has fallen in love with another woman, Josie Bradford, the wife of one of his fellow officers. Daviett goes off with friends for a weekend party at a country house attended by a number of prominent figures including businessmen and politicians as well as Captain Bradford and his wife. The tension between Bradford and Daviett is obvious during grouse shooting as Bradford is clearly aware of Daviett's affair with his wife. That evening, during a game of cards played for high stakes, Daviett is accused of cheating by Grant, a drunken player who has lost large amounts of money, a charge that is dismissed out of hand by the other players until Bradford seconds it. None of the other players believe the accusation, even though they are unaware of the grudge that Bradford has against Daviett. Bradford sticks to his story, even in the face of legal action from Daviett. The other guests frightened of their own reputations if the scandal becomes widely known, persuade all to hush the matter up. Daviett agrees to keep quiet for all their sakes, even though he still wants to clear his name. Daviett proposes to Josie that she leave her husband and live with him in spite of the scandal. But her lukewarm response leads him to realize that her interest in him is shallow. She subsequently reconciles with her husband and they go abroad to spend time together. Daviett tries to continue, but rumors about the affair begin to spread. Over the following year, his life disintegrates. He no longer finds himself welcome in his regiment or at his gentleman's club, and his friends begin to cut him socially, including those at the house party who know him to be innocent. Hounded out of his society, Daviett retreats to a cheap boarding house in Bayswater where he ceases to go out or even open letters. His one remaining hope of receiving a transfer to the Indian Army serving on the northwest frontier is dashed and he begins to consider suicide. Anne Daviett, meanwhile, has been touring around continental Europe aimlessly, possibly never to return to Britain. As soon as she hears he is in trouble, she returns to help him. But he is unresponsive and derides her as an angel of mercy. Eventually she goads him into facing his accusers, and he initiates court proceedings on the understanding that if he loses he will be allowed to take gentleman's way out with a pistol. With the help of his barrister Sir Quinton Jessops, Daviett attempts to clear his name by suing Bradford and Grant for slander.